Let's talk about it. Did you know that it had a dog named Bozo?
Why would it need something like that?
So it could join the future farmers of America.
But that couldn't stop its rapacious lust for the presidency.
That's right!
Why is it a peanut?
Because it couldn't free the hostages in Iran fast enough.
That's nutty. How did it become president?
Walter Mondale.
That bastard.
Do you guys know Wings by Macklemore? If you don't, then go out the door. Without him, I feel like I'm 4. You sweat out your pore. Full screen Google Chrome. F11 key make me frumple stone. Baby monk some mo. I'll Minecraft Steven dig a hole. Diggy, diggy hole.
Not only did it get a nut statue of itself, it also escalated the Cold War when it ended the Detente. What is wrong with it? It even boycotted the Soviet Olympics.
What a nuthead! Let's further discuss the Iran hostage crisis and what Khomeini nut in the American embassy in Tehran. Just look at it.
It let those approval ratings sag like it's nuts!
It seems that all it does is just follow the same methods of creating policies over and over again, not trying to stray from the safe path, further becoming a puppet of Congress. Instead of actually following its activist roots, it instead tries to focus on how things are done rather than what's being done.
Idiotic nutbag.
What it believes is that if the process that it uses to create laws is perfect, that means it thinks the laws must be perfect, but in the end that logic is flawed.
It does not know what it's doing.
It did not help the struggling economy of the 1970s. It couldn't combat the nation's economic woes, the high unemployment, rising inflation, and the terrible energy crisis that lingered on into its presidency in the latter half of the decade.
George Washington Carver would be disappointed.
Do you guys know Wings by Macklemore? If you don't, then go out the door. Without him, I feel like I'm 4. You sweat out your pore.
F11 key make me frumple stone. Baby come back and monk some mo. I'll Minecraft Steven and dig a hole.
Diggy,
Diggy, diggy hole. Not only did it lose to Reagan, but after it lost, it continuously contacted other world leaders to try and muck up the relationship that the USA had with them. It made itself an enemy of Israel, our greatest ally, instead of sitting down and having a nice and relaxing peanut colada. It went and tried to subvert President Reagan's anti-communist policies by making direct contact with some Soviet officials. Can't you think of a worse president?
It must have been tripping when it saw that rabbit. It has been compared to Herbert Hoover, both being hardworking but an uninspiring technocrat.
Should have just followed in the footsteps of William Henry Harrison and just died almost immediately into his presidency. At least a nut their president would have saved the hostages faster.
Hit the wild bunny runny.
Guys, you're all nuts. It was a great president. It not only created departments of energy and education, in fact, it installed solar panels on the White House and gave Panama back the ownership of the Panama Canal. It spread good diplomatics like almond butter.
Wow! It was a good president.
Awesome. Let's go eat some peanut brittle and act like Bozo.